fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried.
Yeah, unfortunately, Paul doesn't feel like it's necessary to be on time to this show, I guess. Oh, hey, Paul.
Hey, it's Paul.
Welcome, Paul.
It's Paul.
Nice of you to fucking join us, bitch.
What do you want me to do, TJ? I got shit
Oh, what do I
going
want
on.
you to do? Let me think. Be here on time, Paul.
I got shit
Show
going
the
on.
people that pay us good money to put on a show that you give a shit, Paul.
God damn, TJ. I feel awful. I feel awful.
Dude, you're
I
kind
mean,
of
that's just related to
I
your
can't
weight.
give.
That
I
has nothing to
can't
do
give
with
the
anything
people
else.
that support us that 3 seconds back.
Tell you
but
what
I
I'm
will
gonna do.
try.
Tell you what I'm going to do, Paul.
What?
I will shave your eyebrows, Paul. I will shave off your fucking eyebrows.
As penance
Yeah.
for the 3
Go
seconds
get
of
the
the
razor.
show that I missed?
Go get the fucking razor, Paul.
No.
I'm going to shave
No.
off your eyebrows right here.
I don't agree.
Live.
No, I don't agree
Tonight,
to this.
Paul's eyebrows gone.
I don't agree to this. No.
Gone.
No.
Gone.
Nope. I mean, if you're going to pay me some money, then we can talk about getting the eyebrows out.
What about the money you just stole from me by being 3 seconds late to my show?
First of
Paul?
all, I don't know if you remember, but I stole the show from you. So I stole money from myself.
We all know who the real mastermind is. Scotty. You know, so.
Well, I won't dispute that, but
I don't know anything about this stuff.
It's called the Kaiser for a fucking reason. So this is a show that a lot of people have been anticipating
hounding.
hotly. Yeah,
let's be honest.
Forever.
They've been hounding. They haven't been
Hounding us.
anticipating.
They've been begging for this.
Begging,
Pleading
for it, trying to cajole, trying to bargain, trying to plead.
DFF the Manatee. DFF the Manatee.
I mean, we did a
Manatee.
poll. we achieved our 500 Patreon patrons goal.
Yeah, and the Manatee was the winner.
Was number one.
Definitive
We
winner.
couldn't do it. They were like, you know
Yeah,
what?
and at
No.
that time, we defied the will of the people and picked another one of the popular entries and did that. But
truly the number
before
two
we
winner.
get too deep into this show, I think we should do our usual shilling bullshit.
Yep, let's shill ourselves, gentlemen.
So, become a patron. Pessimist Productions. What do you get? What do you get, Paul?
What don't you get, TJ? You get the
don't know.
buffet.
It's faster to tell you what you don't get.
Yeah, you get more content than your gluttonous ass could ever hope
You
to
are
consume.
when you do this, you are supporting all the channels.
Yep.
Deep Fat Fried, TJ Kirk, Cinema for Cynics, which we're actually kind of merging into this channel. We're working on those plans to do that, but it's still going to remain its own.
But you're supporting all these properties.
unique property.
Ideology.
Now, starting
and of
this
course,
month.
Ideology encompasses the official Ideology channel, which is Paul, and my TJ Does Life channel as well, because we both do similar kind of shows on there.
Our $10 perk actually starts this month,
And
so
remember, and yeah, our $10 perk is actually just beginning, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the $10 perk, you get all the above, plus you
Chef's
get a little
table.
Yeah, you get a little behind the scenes look
So
at what we do.
What
here.
do you get for the $5 buffet? You get all the Friday Deep Fat Fried shows. You get me and Paul doing a Cynics versus Cinema. Last month we did the Garbage Pail Kids, and we nearly fucking killed ourselves.
Oh man,
too bad you didn't.
that
We
was
give you
one
an
of the toughest
exclusive
movies that we've
Ideology.
done.
I give you an exclusive Abandoned Hope.
You give a sad excuse for Abandoned Hope, TJ? Is that what you just said? A sad fucking excuse, huh?
You're
Wow.
my sad excuse, Scotty.
I'm your sad excuse?
For
Are
$10,
you my dad now?
For
Daddy
$10, you get the
issues?
chef's table, which includes all the same shit that's in the $5, except you get to watch us record our Wednesday Flash Fried episodes live.
Yeah, you get to participate
And
in that
afterwards,
live.
we show up and we hang out with you guys in the Discord, and you get all kinds of behind-the-scenes special videos. You know, if we go do something, we'll film it on our phones.
And we've actually
and
talked
it's
about
exclusive to you.
We actually talked about a new little series that might be coming out. And I think patrons will get to see it first.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
all
So,
kinds of things
yeah.
for patrons.
Some
So
special
if
things
you're not a
coming up.
patron, what the fuck are you doing with your money? What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your internet hours?
What are you doing with your life?
If not
And
consuming
Probably something
all of
worthwhile
this
than productive.
deliciousness.
But if not, there's always the fucking buffet.
And look, when we get to 4,000 patrons, we're doing a huge upgrade to everything we're doing right now.
And I mean,
We're going to get a dedicated studio. We're going to buy all new equipment for everything. We're probably going to get a dedicated streaming PC. We're probably going to we're even thinking about bringing in another person so that we can have someone that's controlling the shoot and we can do way more dynamic camera angles and shit like that.
And we're not resting on our laurels with that shit either. Like, we've already started making those upgrades.
Yeah, you guys might have noticed that the sound quality has been a little better lately. We've made some upgrades there. We're going to be making more sound upgrades tomorrow. In time for the 24-hour show, which is happening this Friday from noon to noon. So look forward to that. That's our reward for passing 3,000.
Then, TJ, July 21st, TJ.
July 21st at the Mint in L.A.
Watch
established
3
in 1937.
fat stoners embarrass themselves by trying to put on a live show.
Yeah.
For your viewing
And
pleasure.
then
Doors
get
are-
drunk with them.
Doors open at 7 if you're a VIP. They open at 8 if you are a general admission fucking loser. There's only a few VIP tickets left. It's in the single digits now. It was like 6 or 7 last I checked. So that's
gonna be gone
probably
this
be
week.
gone this week.
So
it's your absolute last chance to be a VIP. You're gonna get some free swag. You're gonna get to hang out with us before the show. All that kind of stuff. Take pictures, get autographs, have conversations.
It's going to be magic.
Tell me what I meant to you.
hopefully
in glowing
toss
details.
Paul's salad.
If you don't want to see us in LA, the week before us, Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters will be there.
Holy shit. Yeah, we were actually looking at 713 for our show. We would have played the day before Billy
But
Bob.
apparently the Funkin' Truth featuring
They beat us,
Leo,
dude.
Mach and Telly.
Yeah, that's gonna be
all
a
these
shit show.
faggots. All these losers are doing their garbage show.
It-
But
it could have been a much better show.
Saturday, July 21st, Deep Fat Fried is rolling into town to show the Mint how the fuck it's done. And if you're not there, you have no excuse. You should just slit your fucking wrists right now.
Oh,
'cause You're a
absolutely.
useless piece of human garbage. And this is a nice fucking venue, too.
Yeah, look at this joint.
Let's see if I can.
Classy as fuck.
Where's the cool
Big mural of an old
Go to
man.
the floor plan.
gallery? Here we
Oh,
go.
yeah, gallery. That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah. Check this place out, guys.
Yeah, look at this joint.
This is where we're doing it. I mean, this is legit.
Look at this joint.
This is a pretty fucking
Don't you wanna-
cool-
is popping.
Don't you want to hang out with us here? Look at that.
This is easily the best venue we've got for a meetup
Ever.
or show. I mean, bar none. And we've done about 7 or 8 of them. So
It's
this
going to
one-
be dope. It's going to be unmissably dope. You're going to kick
This is
yourself
gonna be
in the ass
This
for
is gonna
not
be the
being
best
there.
one ever. I can
yeah.
easily say
The
that.
drinks will be flowing. There's you can order food the whole time
Yeah,
we're
they
there.
got food there. They got drinks. They've got all kinds of shit. You guys probably won't come back here. This is our green room.
Yeah, we'll be chilling back here
well,
when
not-
we need a
not-
free
Some
not-
of you lucky bastards that we take a liking to might be able
You might get to take
Yeah,
a look
you
at
might
this
get in the
room.
green room
You
stream.
might be able to get in the green room and stream with us. Look at this. That's going to be us, only not as lame. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking
We're gonna
great.
be like the back of someone's head.
Yeah, we're going to be like the back of a person's head, dude.
Oh, all right. Sounds good.
It's going to be like the best shit ever. You'll be there with a fake ID. Hey, if you don't get caught, that's not my
Yeah,
ass.
they didn't on
That
me.
ain't up to
I ain't
us.
gonna
That's
be
on
checking
them.
ID.
That ain't on me.
As
Yeah.
long as they say you're good at the door, that's all we know.
That's all
and
I
by
care
the way,
about.
I want to tell you guys something
What's
before we
that?
get into this classic episode that everyone's been asking for forever.
Okay, what's up, man? You have
You
cancer?
know, my girlfriend Chelsea, she works at Starbucks, right?
Yes.
And I had a hat, much like the hat Paul is wearing right now,
that you bought
In the same style.
that
you
I
bought for 20
drunkenly
pounds.
purchased for way more than it was worth from
In
a
London.
dude in
20
London.
euros you paid for it,
I
right?
mean, so that hat went. So you got to think about this. That hat went all through Europe, went to Washington, went all over the fucking country, went all
Yeah.
over the fucking planet
And I held on to that hat, and I loved that hat.
for 3 years.
Yeah, for 3 fucking years. Chelsea brings it to work with her. Some faggot that she works with steals my goddamn hat
and then loses it.
and then lost it. So I don't have a fucking hat no more.
You should
So
call them out, dude. What's their name?
I don't know, like Brandon or Braxley or some
Braxley, we're
shit.
calling you out.
Fuck you,
Braxley.
Braxley.
Give the fucking hat back, Braxley.
Dude, if his name is Braxley, his parents called him out when he was born. We don't need to do anything. Braxley? What
I don't think
I'm Braxley.
I don't think his name is actually
you
Braxley,
doing?
you know.
I know it doesn't matter, dude.
But whatever, he's a
his
a
name
loser.
is Braxley.
So what
man.
you're whining about, TJ, the gist of this is you want the
want my
people
hat.
coming to see us
Yeah, so
to bring you hats.
the people who come to the Mint in LA should bring hats. And remember, I have a giant watermelon-sized head.
If you don't, I'm just warning you guys, TJ will steal one.
Yeah, I'll attempt to steal hats.
Try
if
to
I
sell
can't
it to
find
him. Make
one.
some money off TJ.
If you wear anything that TJ likes that'll fit him, he may steal it.
I mean, you might get
There's
your
a
price.
solid chance.
You might get your
will.
price of admission back. You might say, "Hey, you know what? TJ, $40 for my hat. You pay $25." You might actually make a profit coming to our
People
fan.
are wondering about this Braxley. You guys vamp for time for a second. I think my food might be here.
Braxley, dude.
TJ ordered Buffalo Wild Wings, so he shambles off to go get it.
Yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings.
This is definitely
dude.
our most planned show.
Oh, yeah. We
Of
did
anything.
the research for this show alone. It's so painful. Oh, my God. I can't believe our audience made us do
I mean, dude,
this stupid fucking
they really
bullshit.
twisted our arms. I mean, Paul, I know you were getting this constantly. TJ was getting constantly. It was on Patreon. I mean,
Everywhere
people
I go.
have got to understand that when we planned this episode, I mean, we did it out of love for the fans and listening to the fan base and the constant feedback of, hey, we want this subject covered. And I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like, ignore you guys for how long?
Yeah.
I mean, the show's almost 6 months old, and we've stayed away from this topic. We didn't want to stay away from
The
this
fans
topic.
are desperate for it.
I mean, what are we supposed to do? I mean, we have to give the people what they want. I mean, they're asking for this. They're clamoring for this.
I mean, I just hope that they are appreciative of it because we had to slog through all of the fucking stupid ass research for this fucking
God,
topic
dude.
that none of us wanted to cover.
Some of it was really boring, too.
Oh, you know how it is.
Really bad audio.
Oh, horrible audio,
God,
just
the audio-
terrible bullshit.
Seems like it went on forever, dude. Something just never gets to the point, you know? I mean,
Yeah, but we did it for you.
yeah.
So what you're about to see tonight is a labor of love from us to you, and it's something you don't get all that often. You know, we're pissed off acerbic guys over here. We don't spend much time in the love box, but tonight it's fan service night.
Gotta feel the fucking love.
We got to feel the love.
It's like Lion King, dude. It's like, can you feel the love tonight? And we do.
They pass us the love, we got to pass a little love back. So, you know, this is for you guys. I don't know, what is TJ going to eat his Buffalo Wild Wings too?
I guess he is, man. I mean, we're waiting on TJ, everybody.
No. Go ahead and pour the
Hey,
blue
TJ.
pour the blue cheese on it, TJ.
Some more blue cheese. Hey, TJ, give me a wing, dude. Where's my wing, dude?
Right back.
Right back.
What the fuck are you
Dude,
doing?
you know what? I'm going to want TJ's wings, dude. I don't want TJ's fucking wings, dude.
Yeah, go eat all of them.
Dude, fuck this, dude. I'm fucking eating right on. Hey, everybody. I'm TJ.
Yeah, dude. Eat as many of them as you can till he gets back. Oh man, that looks like a pretty tasty wing. Yeah, Scotty tearing that wing up. Damn, one wing down the hatch.
Leave my wings alone.
Ain't nobody leaving your goddamn wings alone, TJ. Fuck you. You just fucking lambasted me for being 3 seconds late to sit down for the show, and you're gone.
Pardon me that I have to eat like all biological organisms, Paul.
Yeah,
Pardon me.
because you didn't have fucking 8 hours today to do that already. You couldn't have ordered this Buffalo Wild Wings not during the fucking 2 hours of the show.
Shut up. You don't understand
Jesus
me,
Christ,
Paul.
TJ.
Paul, when have you ever understood shit?
I put real heart and real effort into doing this fucking show that none of us wanted to do, TJ, and you're just fucking it off.
Shot, man.
You're just fucking it off.
You know what, TJ? I'm gonna fucking punch you, dude. Apologize to me and Paul right now.
Yeah, no, you know what? To us and the audience, TJ,
Go ahead, TJ.
for fucking this topic off, TJ.
Why is your guys' camera, it looks delayed.
Who gives a fuck, TJ?
It's delayed for some reason. That's weird.
TJ?
What?
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna punch you.
Sit down, Scotty. It's
I
time.
apologize. I'm gonna hit you, TJ.
We'll settle this after the show, Scotty.
No!
Settle this after the
No.
show. What do you want an apology for?
For being a piece of fucking shit?
All right, I'm sorry you're a piece of shit. Ow! Ow!
Yeah, beat him. Beat his fucking ass.
Ow!
What a piece of shit.
What a douche.
Yeah, we agree. We agree.
I went easy on you,
wing-chomping
dude.
Piece of shit.
I was fucking hitting you like I was barely tapping you, man. Imagine if I really hit you, TJ.
How much manatee research you put in, TJ?
Yeah, how much did you do?
How much manatee research you put in for this show that you're just gonna eat wings through? Nom, 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 nom. Me and Scotty burned the motherfucking midnight oil to get the content for this show.
As if, the manatee doesn't need much research.
Yes, it
Bull
does.
fucking shit.
You know how much shitty fucking audio we had to listen to, dude? You know how many hours
How many
of
bullshit
footage?
videos I had to watch?
Oh, superfluous videos. They don't even get to the point. You know what we did, TJ?
What? What'd you do?
You know what? Actually, I'm talking what we did. You know what we are? I think it's a better way to sum it up. Me and Paul are really the heart of this fucking show. You know what you are, TJ? You're the fucking gallbladder that's failing and needs to be fucking removed.
He's the lower intestine filled with shit. Look at him.
Crohn's disease.
Look at him just processing
Cut
the
it
show
away!
through his digestive tract and shitting out the end. Will you admit that, TJ? That Scotty and I are the beating heart of this show?
The beating heart of the show? Listen, I'm the steak. You guys are the fucking potatoes, all right? Let's be clear here. Let's be clear about the fucking pecking order of the show.
Well, there ain't no potatoes on the plate tonight. The potatoes didn't show up. Potatoes is too busy stuffing them faces with fucking chicken wings.
You motherfuckers are the potatoes.
And you know how important this episode is to our fucking audience, TJ. You know how they've wanted this.
All right, well, you know what? Let's just give them what they want.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Me.
Without further ado.
Everybody clear your throats. Little vocal warm-up. Yeah, there we go. Get loose. Everybody get loose. Work your jaw a little bit.
Are you
Everybody
guys ready?
carries a lot of tension in their jaw. Work this right
Are
here.
you ready?
All right.
Okay.
I feel good. Okay. All right. I feel
All
good.
right, come on, TJ. Ready.
Energy
ready.
is good.
Ready. Ready. Come on, TJ. Oh, got his neck loose. Got his neck. Right. Stretched. Okay.
Okay.
right.
I think I'm ready.
All ready. Let's go.
The manatee.
The manatee, dude.
Common name, manatees. Scientific name, Trichichus.
Whoa.
Trichichus?
Trachichus.
I guess.
Cheeches.
They're mammals. They're herbivores. Average lifespan in the wild is about 40 years.
Damn.
Size, between 8 and 13 feet.
How much do they weigh?
Their weight can be anywhere from 440 to 1,300 pounds.
Jesus
Damn, dude,
Christ.
they're fucking big, dude.
I mean, they're huge animals.
Over half a ton?
Aptly nicknamed the sea cow.
The
Wow.
sea cow, yeah. So manatees, you guys just used the term sea cow. Manatees are sometimes called sea cows, and their languid pace lends merit to the comparison. Yeah, you see a manatee; they usually are pretty chill animals. They just kind of.
I've heard they can get up and go if they need to, though.
Yeah, actually, it says despite their massive bulk, they're very graceful swimmers in coastal waters and rivers, powering themselves with their strong tails.
Yeah, they got like a paddle for a tail, don't they?
Yeah, they typically glide along at about 5 miles an hour, but they can swim 15 miles an hour
I even heard 20 miles per
in
hour.
short bursts.
In short bursts, 15 to 20 miles an hour. That's no fucking joke in the water too, with all that resistance. That's a powerful animal.
Especially considering the size of the animal. Now, but they prefer the more leisurely pace, but, normally they swim around at like 5 miles an hour. I mean, sometimes I've seen them, I swear they're slower. A lot of times they're just hanging out in one spot, just kind of being lazy. They're usually seen
enjoying their
alone or sometimes in pairs or in very small groups of like half a dozen or fewer.
So they're kind of like small family unit
Now,
animals.
I have seen videos of larger gatherings than that. But
We've got some tonight, actually. Some
yeah.
crazy videos of...
We got lots of manatee videos.
Yeah.
From above the water's surface, the animal's nose and nostrils are the only things visible. They just stick their nose up there. They never leave the water, but like all marine mammals, they still have to breathe
air.
air. It says a resting manatee can remain submerged for like 15 minutes,
Damn.
but while swimming, it has to surface every 3 or 4 minutes,
That's still pretty goddamn good. 4 minutes under load?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I couldn't hold my breath under like 3 minutes at a resting level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, even
Well,
if
you're not a manatee, Paul.
I'm not a manatee.
You
Hold
don't have the
your breath
skills
right
to pay
now.
the bills underwater, dude, and they do. 3 to 4 minutes swimming around.
The humble manatee. They're so beautiful. There are actually 3 species of manatee.
Where does the accent go on manatee, by the way? Is it manatee?
Manatee?
Or, is it manatee or manatee?
I say manatee, but,
Manatee.
I mean, it's like many words. I'm sure it can be pronounced
manatee.
different ways.
Just wondering.
There are 3 different species of manatees. They're distinguished primarily just by where they live.
Okay.
There's the West Indian manatee. It ranges in North America, East Coast from Florida to Brazil. The Amazonian manatee, which of course is in the Amazon.
It's like a river manatee, right?
Yeah, and in Africa.
Cool.
You know, and the Amazon manatee is separate from the African manatee. That's the third species, which swims along the west coast and the rivers of Africa.
Interesting.
Which is very
So they're all over the globe, really. you know?
Yeah. I wonder what manatee back in the past made the trek across the great ocean to reach new spawning grounds over here. You know what I mean? Because at
That's
some
true.
point that had to happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it must have, right?
Dude, one day one of these manatees was like, you know what? This fucking African coast life just ain't for me. I'm going to fucking Florida.
I'm going out into the great ocean, dude, and I'm going to see what's out there.
Hey, I could show you guys a picture of a manatee and just be like, hey, guys, Florida or Africa?
Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
Manatees are, of course, born underwater. Mothers help their calves to surface so that they can take their first breath. But the infants can typically swim on their own in like an hour. You know, most species of animals are not like human beings where...
Or we're born totally helpless and shit.
Right, you know.
Right.
Because in nature, you can't deal with that shit. You got to be able to run away from predators pretty much since the day you're born.
Yeah, like baby horses are up and like running and galloping around within minutes of being born. It's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, any herd animal is going to be that way. It's going to be like 30 minutes to an hour, and they're running around. I mean, they're still unstable, but...
Piglets are kind of helpless when they're born. I mean, they can still walk, though.
A lot of, great apes are like orangutans or, chimpanzees. They're mainly helpless.
Yeah.
Until they reach about a year or two old.
I don't know. I see a lot of people in the chat putting thumbs down shit and stuff. I don't get it. I mean,
Are we not...
You guys begged for this episode forever.
Our energy is probably low. Let's bring it up, guys.
Bring up the energy.
Let's bring up the energy. The downvotes are for the energy. Look, we're sorry, guys. We told you we didn't really want to do this, but we're doing it for you. So sorry about the energy.
Sorry about the energy.
Sorry about the low energy levels.
Tell us some more about the manatee.
Whew. Pep up. Pep, 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 pep.
Pep, pep, pep.
Okay, so the manatee is very threatened, you guys.
Really?
Yeah, really. Manatees are large, slow-moving animals that frequent coastal waters and rivers. These attributes actually make them vulnerable to hunters seeking their hides, oil, and bones. Uh-oh.
That sucks.
Manatee numbers declined throughout the last century, mostly because of hunting pressure. Today, manatees are at risk. Though protected by laws, they still face threats. The gentle beasts are accidentally hit by motorboats in ever more crowded waters and sometimes become entangled in fish nets.
Man,
Here's some manatees that have actually been damaged by boat motors.
This is heartbreaking, dude.
I mean,
Look
this
at
is
shit.
fucked up. Look at this.
Damn.
And it's not just one cut. It's like they just roll over them like bum.
Yep, it slices them all up. I mean, I pulled a bunch.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Jesus, dude.
Ow.
And a lot of manatees in the wild look like this now. In fact, scientists that are studying them and trying to help preserve the species often identify individuals by the distinctive scars from boat propellers that they have. So it's like really common to find manatees in the wild that look like this. And some of them are really, really fucked up. They found individuals where their tails were shredded by it. And so they've just kind of lived their whole lives having to work twice as hard as every other goddamn manatee to swim because their tails are fucked up.
I mean, you're a fucking manatee, and then you gotta deal with this shit, dude.
This is bullshit. This right here is bullshit because you know what? There are ways that you can guard against this. You can buy housings for your propellers that are wire mesh that won't, like if you bump up against a manatee, all that happens is they get scraped by the wire mesh. They don't get cut to pieces. It should be a law. In areas where fucking manatees are indigenous, if you're going to have a boat, you should have to have a fucking wire housing on your
States
propeller.
Like Florida, in Alabama, the states where they're mainly found, like, it's kind of incumbent upon them to protect the ecosystem and these animals.
Just look at these poor fucking animals.
I mean, this is obviously a very common occurrence that these animals are suffering this trauma repeatedly.
They're already endangered. They're already endangered. And then they're having to contend with just our fucking blithe, refusal to be safe around them. Fuck that. We've almost killed the entire species of this animal by hunting them, which is another stupidity. I mean, I guess maybe if they were eaten in some old society, that's one thing. But hunting them for their bones and shit, fuck that.
We need some manatee bones.
Same thing with like the sharks ripping out the shark fins and
Yeah.
throwing them back to die. It's like, really?
Just horrible.
I mean, look at how fucking friendly this shit is, dude. Look. Look at that.
Yeah, they're very gentle animals usually. I mean, they do have defensive postures and stuff but like if you're cool around them, they're typically going to be cool around you.
Yeah, it's going over, give them a little kiss.
They're more curious than anything.
This is actually the only way you can actually legally touch a man is if it touches you.
Yeah,
that's true.
You're in Florida. You're not even allowed to put your hands on a fucking manatee. You know. Let's look at
just a boat propeller, right?
This is from the Department of the Interior. This is from government, so you know it's trustworthy.
When they're talking about manatees, I trust them on that.
Six facts about I don't know. I don't trust the government on shit. This is probably all lies.
Okay.
The cow-like creatures are thought to have inspired mermaid legends.
Yeah, women were bigger back in the day. So
yeah,
I can see, you know what I mean? Yeah, they were. I mean,
yeah,
the
you
standard
look at
of beauty was different back then.
Oh yeah, look at like a painting of like Venus or something.
Dude, I saw a mermaid down there. Bitch was thick.
Oh my god, dude,
Thick
she was fat as
and
fuck.
luscious.
Yeah, they look so much like mermaids. So during his first journey to the Americas, Christopher Columbus caught a glimpse of 3 mermaids, writing, "They are not so beautiful as they are said to be, for their faces had some masculine traits."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked at a manatee and he was like, well,
He must have had some sailor eyes where he's like, it's all blurry. He's all like,
I've been on this boat for a long time. She's still all right looking, but a little bit masculine through the face.
I'd still hit it, but yeah.
Damn, dude, Columbus wanted to fuck him some manatee.
Oh, he did. He would have, too, if he could have caught one in the water.
Columbus gonna fuck that manatee. Manatees never leave the water, but typically come up for every 5 minutes. We already know that.
Oh, dude, this one disputes your shit, though. They say up to 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It's around there.
You'll find a lot of times is people don't really agree.
Manatees are more closely related to elephants than to other marine creatures.
Yeah, they have teeth exactly like elephants do that constantly regrow throughout their lives. They have molars only, really.
One of the things people don't know about elephants is they're actually excellent swimmers, too, so...
Well, it makes sense. At some point, the ancestor, the common ancestor of the elephant, one of their members took to the water.
But yeah, I mean, it says here, each species of manatee is a member of the Sirenius family, which shares a common ancestor with the elephant, aardvark, and small gopher-like hyrax.
Cool.
Manatees eat more than 1/10 of their weight every day. And remember, this can weigh up to 1,300 pounds, so...
That's no joke. What do they eat? Diet is a large part of why manatees, let's see, what does it say? Does it say there?
It says with a diet of more than 60 species of underwater shoreline and floating plants.
Okay, so they
primarily eat seagrass along the sea floor. Their diet is a large part of why manatees are such good indicators of an ecosystem's health. When manatees are thriving, it means the immediate environment is flourishing with life. So they're an indicator species.
Yeah, they're indicator species, yeah, exactly. Like frogs. Frogs are another thing.
Which would explain why
like what Alex Jones said, they're turning the frogs gay, indicator species, just saying.
And we already know this, that the manatees can, go up to 15 miles an hour.
They mull around.
Manatees can't turn their heads like we do. Manatees do not possess the neck vertebra that most other mammals have, meaning they must turn their entire body if they want to look around. Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, I've never seen a manatee turning its head, so that seems true.
There's some pretty fat people in the world, it seems, if they would talk to you.
I don't necessarily trust the government, but,
I did read that, manatees are one of a few mammals that have 6 vertebrae instead of 7.
Huh, I'm hearing that the thumbnail was misleading. Let's see.
What?
Yeah, let's take a look.
The manatee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really see what the problem is.
There's a picture of a manatee.
Yeah.
It says the manatee.
Yeah, we put some sunglasses on him because, we're trying to make it look cool.
Yeah. Cool manatee, yeah.
A
lot of manatees are in the U.S. are seen by beaches,
Don't really see anything misleading here.
Yeah, I'm really kind of distraught that people are feeling like they're not getting what they wanted out of this.
I mean,
because
maybe we didn't
really
understand what they meant when they said they wanted the manatee.
I want the manatee.
I mean, it was constant. How do you misinterpret that? DFF the manatee. DFF
over
the
and
manatee.
Over again. And we were doing it, and now it's like they don't want it.
Yeah, there's like a revolt.
The mac and cheese? That's not mac and cheese. That's just an interesting color pattern I found to put back there.
It contrasts well with the grays and blues of the manatee. Like, I don't understand what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's just I just looked for yellow backgrounds, and I guess it does kind of look like macaroni and cheese.
It does. Now that I look at it like that, now that you mention
So what?
it.
Did they think it was a macaroni and cheese episode?
Yeah.
It looks like macaroni, but uncooked macaroni.
Yeah, it doesn't say the Macachee. It says the Manatee up there. So it's how could that be? We just look. It was just a contrasting, interesting background with texture that made the manatee pop in the thumbnail. I don't really get what the.
I mean, what did they think it was going to be about?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
There seems to have been an expectation. Maybe we'll cover it. Maybe we'll get there. You know what I mean?
You know,
we got a lot more to go.
I mean, there's a lot more manatee footage to go, so maybe we're going to hit upon whatever you guys want. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you motherfuckers need to work on your communication skills. Anyway, here's 12 more little facts about the manatee.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all super interested in manatee facts. I mean, honestly, I didn't want to do this episode. It's kind of like this weird reversal because they wanted it really bad, and now that they have it, they don't want it anymore.
And now that we're doing it,
I didn't want to do it, but now that I'm doing it, I'm learning a lot about manatees, and it's like, wow,
Well, that's what this show is about. It's about taking a deeper look at something that we don't know a whole lot about.
Ooh, here's the etymology of the word manatee.
Yeah, let's hear.
Manatee comes from the Carib word manti, meaning breast or udder. These docile creatures are also called sea cows. I know the sea cow thing.
So their name is basically derivative of titty.
Titty.
Yeah.
So, like, ancient people looked at them and they were like, look, a floating titty.
Yeah, big
A
old
titty
sea
beast.
titty. Manatees, we already know where they live.
Look at that smile on his face. How could you not like this episode? Look at that manatee.
They're the
he's
ocean's
friendly with
largest
fucking
herbivores. An adult can grow up to 13 feet, weigh as much as 1,300 pounds, and consume 10 to 15% of its body weight.
Damn, depending on the gluttony
We
of
already
the
covered
manatee.
the different species.
Yeah, we can see their bursts of speed and shit. Let's see what else they got in here. Oh, we're gonna cover a lot of this stuff.
Go back. There was an interesting one.
Which one?
Remember when that lady rode a manatee in
we
Florida?
actually we're gonna cover that.
Oh,
more
okay, never mind
extensively
then.
later.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's why I was kind of like, But here's some good advice. I came across this article about what you should do if you see a beached manatee.
You figure put it back in the water, right?
Because
that's what I would do.
You'd want to do that, but apparently that's not the right thing to do. It says here, what should you do if you see a stranded manatee or other beach marine mammal in Florida? Don't push it back into the water. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Research Institute has issued a warning to the public to report stranded animals immediately, and instead of trying to help them back into the water. When spotting an animal in distress on the beach, FWC officials urge the public to keep a safe distance and call the organization's Wildlife Alert Hotline at 888-404 FWCC and press number 7 to speak with an operator. Here's why. Stranded marine mammals can be sick or injured. Pushing an animal back into the sea delays and may hinder the chance for an experienced rescue team to assess and provide treatment. So you don't know if that manatee might be sick or something.
Right,
or
it might
have
need
an
help.
injury
So
that
you
needs
might be killing
treatment.
that fucking manatee. Don't push the manatee back in the
So,
water.
you might think you're helping, but you might actually be fucking that manatee over by pushing him back in the water before someone's had a chance to check him out, make sure he's healthy, make sure he's not injured, make sure he doesn't need any treatment. At best, maybe just like kind of pour some water on him or whatever. Marine mammals are federally protected, so they shouldn't be touched or harassed in any way. They may be capable of powerful and unpredictable moves, so the manatee, it might fuck your shit up. It might fucking just do like a little flop and just land on you.
It might
Right.
start fucking breakdancing, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck
It might
is
be
gonna happen.
angry. It might hurt you. It might not mean
And they said a
to.
lot of times they end up getting re-stranded if you push them back out because they want to be on the beach.
Right.
So don't fuck with the manatee. If it's
Yeah,
on
just
the
leave
beach,
them alone.
Call these people. They know what to fucking do.
Yeah, I mean, they're professionals. That's the whole point. So we need to probably talk about the endangered status of the manatee because
Sure.
they
Incredibly
do
sad,
have
man. We must
now they
mention
have
that.
made a bit of a recovery in recent years, but
It's good to hear.
they like we said, there's the problem with propeller collisions that can lead to disfigurement and death. As a result, a large proportion of manatees exhibit spiral propeller cut scars on their backs,
Yeah, we
usually
saw
caused
those.
by larger vessels that do not have skegs in front of the propellers.
Which they should.
Many manatees have been cut in two by large vessels like ships and tugboats. So, like, sometimes these ships literally just cut a manatee in fucking half. Just
Yeah,
like,
they're
Oh,
big enough.
I read a lot of the times when they get hit by these propellers, they just go off and bleed out and die. I mean, the ones that survive have scars all over them.
The severity of mutilations for some of these individuals can be astounding, including long-term survivors with completely severed tails, major tail mutilations, and multiple disfiguring dorsal lacerations. These injuries not only cause gruesome wounds, but also impact population processes by reducing calf production and survival in wounded females.
Well, no
Observations also speak to likely pain and suffering endured. Yeah, I mean, you don't get
You
chopped
gotta
up by a
imagine.
fucking propeller and be like,
horrible.
I'm fine, dude. I'm cool. In an example, they cited one study of a small calf with a severe dorsal mutilation trailing a decomposing piece of dermis and muscle as it continued to accompany and nurse from its mother.
Oh man,
By
that's
age
fucking
2,
horrible.
its dorsal was grossly deformed and included a large protruding rib fragment visible.
Great, so like its bones were visible through its skin because it was so fucked up.
Poor fucking manatee, dude.
At least it survived
just
and healed, but
Heartbreaking to hear that kind of shit over, and it just happens over and over and over again.
and it's just pointless too.
It for the most part, doesn't need to. Yeah, I mean, it'd be understandable if it happened like every once in a while. 'Cause, I mean, accidents are going to happen. They happen to people. Like, so, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people die every year in car accidents. We understand that accidents are a part of life, but when they're largely preventable,
Yep.
it just is like it makes you go, "What the fuck? Why is it continue to happen?" I mean, are people really that callous that it's like some minor alteration to their boating habits could save and spare these animals lifetimes of suffering or death? I mean, why wouldn't we at least try to do that?
This manatee here is called Snooty the Manatee, one of the manatee celebrities.
Dude, Snooty.
Lived from July 21st, hey, same date as our meetup,
Yeah.
of 1948 to July 23rd, 2017.
Dude, I remember he passed away, dude. It was a sad
Yeah.
day for us.
Very recently. Just
And it was
last
actually
year.
not even from natural causes either. It was a horrible accident.
It was.
It was a male Florida manatee that resided at the South Florida's Museum Parker Manatee Aquarium in Bradenton,
He was an
Florida.
ambassador for his kind, dude.
He was one of the first recorded captive manatee births, and at the age of 69, he was the oldest manatee in captivity and possibly the oldest manatee in the world.
Probably the oldest. I mean, think about that, dude.
Due to his hand-rearing from birth, Snooty was never released into the wild and was the only manatee at the museum's aquarium that had regular human interaction. So this manatee liked people. He was
This was
raised
a
by
special
people.
fucking manatee, dude.
It was discovered that Snooty was able to remember the voices of former keepers and remember training behaviors he learned when only 1 year old.
Wow.
That's cool.
Damn, dude. That's pretty badass.
So, I mean, this is the capacity this animal has, and like you said, then they just get horrifically mauled in these.
So they're
boating
highly
accidents.
intelligent creatures.
Oh yeah, definitely. They have rich little social lives and stuff.
Capable of showing affection, capable of remembering how to do
memory.
tasks that it learned fucking 69 years ago. Snooty had also been in a research with the Moat Marine Laboratory. In a 2006 study, it was shown that manatees such as Snooty were capable of experimental tasks, much like dolphins, disproving the preconception that manatees are unintelligent. Well, whose dumbass preconception was that?
Dumbass people.
Just because they look like sea cows, you assume that they're just like, "Mrrr."
They're doomed. They don't know nothing. They do this like maybe
I don't think it's as smart as I is. Snooty's birthday was a popular event at the South Florida Museum, the highlight of which was the presentation of a cake made of vegetables and fruits for Snooty while the visitors all sang happy birthday to him.
If he was born on the 21st, you said
Yep.
at our meetup and fucking show, dude, we have to fucking
Yep.
do a
We're gonna
shot.
sing happy
Yeah, I
birthday.
wanna
happy
dedic-
birthday and a shot for fucking.
I want to dedicate our meetup to fucking Snooty's memory, dude.
I think we should,
That's
dude.
fine with me, dude.
I think
The
we should.
Snooty Memorial Meetup. I actually have a video of Snooty.
Cool,
Cool.
man. Let's see fucking
See if I
Snooty
can
in
find
action.
it amongst all these videos we have. There's so many manatee videos we pulled.
Yeah, we pulled a lot of video for this. We really went all out.
Not that these fucking ingrates give a shit.
Well, this is the Parker Manatee Aquarium at the South Florida Museum in Bradenton, Florida. And we're a second stage rehabilitation facility for manatees. And we've also had the benefit and the pleasure of housing Snooty, which happens to be the oldest captive manatee in the world. Snooty was born in Miami in 1948. and came up to Bradenton for a DeSoto celebration that we had, and Bradenton liked the idea of having a little manatee around, so they asked the owner of what was then called the Miami Aquarium and Tackle Company if anything happened, and they decided they didn't want to keep the baby if we couldn't adopt him up here, and that's kind of the way things worked out. So Snooty came up here permanently in June of 1949. He's been with the South Florida Museum ever since then. We've been hosting other manatees since 1998 when we became part of the Manatee Rehabilitation Partnership. And so we currently have 2 manatees with us. One's name is Charlie, and the other one is EPAC. They're both males.
Check them out.
I don't give a fuck. Show me Snooty.
As a result of cold stress. Manatees can't stand to be in water colder than 68 degrees, and he had a swollen muzzle and some flippers. Charlie was with his mother, and still so tiny he was still nursing when his mother was hit by a boat. And when that happens,
God
the
damn
United
it.
States and Florida Fish and Wildlife bring both manatees into captivity into the hospital so that the baby can continue to feed. And unfortunately, in his case, the mother did not survive. So he was just way too small to be returned to the wild. So he's going to hang in with us until winter of next year, at which time he'll be released in a winter site where there's hundreds of other manatees that he can mentor and follow around with.
Cool.
How can you help manatees in the wild? Everyone pay fucking attention.
Guys gotta do something.
It's time to help the fucking we should have fucking had a manatee
plight-
fundraiser while we were doing this.
We really should have. Maybe during the 24-hour show.
Yeah, we're going to do a manatee-based fundraiser during the 24-hour show. It's just been decided. I care about
Obviously, with
manatees.
Charlie,
Me
too.
his mother was hit by a boat and she didn't survive. So to make sure that people are cautious when they're boating through manatee zones, that's extremely important. As well as things like fishing gear. We got figures back from last year, and we found that a good portion of manatees that were injured and brought into hospitals was a result of left crab trap lines and fishing gear. So those are the 2 things that we know that people can do: is slow down in the manatee zone.
Yeah.
Slow down
down.
the fucking manatee zone, man.
Slow down
Yeah.
in the manatee zone.
It's like saying, like, you know what? When you're going through the zone where these animals live, just like slightly inconvenience yourself for a few minutes.
Have a little respect. Don't leave your fucking fishing nets and lines in the water and shit. Pull that shit back up in the boat and take it with you so these poor animals don't swallow them and get injured.
And unfortunately, you'd think that Snooty would have died of old age, but it was actually a tragic accident.
It was.
Someone at this fucking museum fucked up.
Yep.
On July 23rd, 2017, 2 days after his
It was fucking
69th
painful to
birthday,
hear about, dude.
Snooty died as a result of drowning. A normally closed hatch door that accesses a plumbing area was open, allowing the manatee access to an unsafe area. The younger and smaller manatees were able to go in and out of the area, but due to Snooty's size, he could not return through the hatch to access air. An investigation was conducted to determine how a hatch that was normally bolted shut became open, allowing access to a restricted area. The panel to the chamber where Snooty died was loose the day before his birthday. At the conclusion of the investigation, South Florida Museum released a report which determined Snooty's death had indeed been preventable and cited lapses in process and procedures that should have been corrected. The museum detailed its plans to comply with the report's recommendations and also announced that Marilyn Marigold, the director of living collections, would no longer work at the museum. I think
That was the
this
lady
bitch
that we
right
were
here.
just watching, yeah.
Good. Good. I mean,
So this bitch right here that just told us all about protecting manatees was fired because she killed fucking
you fucking
Snooty.
killed
You
Snooty.
murderer.
You murdering
Well,
bitch.
if she was the one that was in charge of that, she should have made sure his ass couldn't have access the area.
You know what? Hold on. We need to fucking deface this bitch now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Thanks for killing the world's most famous manatee, retard.
Fucking Snooty was all of our friends, dude.
Snooty was the only
He was
thing
a
that
friend.
ever mattered to me in my life.
He was a friend to all humanity. And this cold-hearted bitch couldn't even take care of his fucking enclosure properly and let him die a horrible drowning death.
And here she is bragging about being a fucking level 2 trauma center for these animals. But she can't even fucking... Thank you. Yeah, murderous fucking cunt. Fuck you.
You're a murdering bitch. You're a murdering bitch. I hope you die, Marilyn Marigold.
Yeah,
What
she
a cunt.
sucks.
May she rot in hell.
Way to fucking kill a friend to all humanity. Snooty loved all humans.
An ambassador of his species.
He didn't care about your race, religion, your creed, color of your skin, where you came from, or how you made your money.
He just wanted to fucking make new friends. He wanted to see
He
humans.
loved all human beings.
This bitch fucking just sickens and disgusts me to the
One of
very
the most
core of my
disgusting
being.
people ever featured on this show, and we've featured fucking dictators. We've featured pretty much some of the scum of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, we featured the scum of the earth on this show, like Paul, even.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I'm
like-
on this show every day.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
You don't
sickening
compare
the
to
kind
her,
of
dude.
evil and degeneracy that we permit on the airwaves, but a bitch like that's beyond the pale, dude.
Yep.
You know, I'd sooner have Hitler on this show than that snooty
Yeah.
killing bitch.
I'd rather have Hitler or Caligula or any of the fucking serial killers we've covered running that Manatee Center. Because you know what? Snooty'd be alive today, probably. Because those guys were all fastidious
Jeffrey
enough to check the
Dahmer
fucking hatch.
wouldn't have allowed that shit.
That hatch
But you
would
know
be
what,
closed.
guys? I hate to say it. You know, manatees, as loving and docile and beautiful as they are, there's a dark side.
Really?
There's a fucking dark side, okay? It's
How can
crazy
that
shit.
be? How can that be?
Check it out. This fat bitch here
Uh-huh.
got raped by manatees, dude.
What?
Holy shit.
400-pound woman survives sexual assault by herd of manatees. She was gang raped by the manatees, dude.
What?
Well, she must have been in the
They must
water.
have thought she was just a big,
Yeah.
fat, hot manatee bitch.
Yeah,
She
that
probably
you know.
looked like it, dude.
I
She
mean,
was in
just
the
like
water.
sailors of old confused manatees for mermaids, manatees
Looks like it
could-
goes the other way.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, the manatee's little pee-pee got hard, and what is he supposed to do? She's in the water.
The whole herd tried to fuck her.
Well, they were confused.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
It's not their fault. They're animals. They don't know.
The U.S. Coast Guard rescued a Florida woman from a frightening assault by a herd of manatees yesterday. This is proof that rape can be funny, by the way. The tourist on vacation went for a swim near 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and she was suddenly caught by a herd of manatees that possibly mistook the poor woman for a female manatee.
How do you get mistaken for a Oh, I don't even know.
Well,
dude.
when you're 400
You got to
pounds,
read this
you
in
know.
a fat voice because it's a quote from her.
I was just playing around in the water when I suddenly noticed a herd of manatees next to me. At first I was curious, but eventually I became scared when they started getting
They start
agitated.
getting all horny. They're like, whoa.
Then something pulled me underwater, and as I gagged for air, I felt the crushing weight of one of the beasts on my back. And at that moment, I thought I was gonna die.
She recalls, visibly traumatized by the latest events.
It all happened in a flash. All I remember is the horrifying sight of the manatees trying to grab me and force me into submission. Luckily, a man on a jet ski caught their attention and scared them away moments before the Coast Guard rescued me.
She told local reporters.
That was beautiful.
A bloody vaginal discharge.
Oh,
That's
shit.
just a sentence fragment there. I guess
Yeah.
that's the sexual assault of the herd of manatees on a human being could be explained by the menstrual cycle of the vacationer, believes Jan Keller, professor of biology at the University of South Florida. When a female manatee goes into estrus, she is soon detected and pursued by numerous male manatees throughout the cycle. During that time, the female can mate with a dozen or more males in what is known as an estrus or mating herd. It is possible that the animals mistook the bloody vaginal discharge of the woman's period as a female manatee in estrus, she explains. I would definitely suggest that women not go swimming during their menstrual cycle in areas where manatee
Damn,
mating
dude.
occurs.
They smell that fucking period blood and they just
Manatees
go fucking
just like,
rape crazy.
Pussy blood.
Hey, guys. You guys smell what I smell in the water? Smells like pussy blood.
Pussy
I
blood.
don't consider it rape. Look, they were doing what they're naturally
Yeah.
doing in the water.
And this big bitch looks like a big old fucking manatee.
She looks like a big fat fucking manatee.
And-
The little manatee pee got hard, and they're just doing their biology. They're like, you
the
know
female
what?
manatees are usually bigger than the males too. So they probably looked at her, smelled that pussy blood, and they were like,
Whoa.
"Look at the size of that manatee, bitch!
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!" Yeah, I don't fault the manatees for this. I fault her for eating all those Twinkies and swimming while she's
You
on
know
her
what?
period.
I mean, that's fucking like Manatee Viagra right there. They saw her and it was just like, boing. They had to do something about
Victim blaming, I guess, is what I'm doing. But whatever.
it. Is she a fucking endangered species? I
No.
don't fucking think so.
No, the fat bitch is definitely
You know what?
doing pretty fine.
Even if these fat fucking manatees had raped this fat bitch to death, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But it would have been Manatees 1, humanity fucking like 10 million, dude.
Yeah.
How many fucking manatees have suffered at the hands of humanity?
Yeah,
As far as I'm
we
concerned,
deserve to.
You know what?
Let's bounce the scales of justice.
I think
a little bit.
I think the manatees should be allowed. I think we should throw the manatees a fat bitch every once in a while
Yeah,
to date with.
we'll just have like a yearly thing where we throw them a few fat
the
bitches.
festival of the manatee.
Yeah, the festival of the manatee.
Manatee. Then we throw the fat bitch in. No!
Don't rape me!
They pin her to the bottom. Her cum-filled corpse just rises to the top.
We all
After
cheer
they're
and
done.
light off some
That
fireworks.
sounds awesome, dude. Let's
Wow.
have a
High five
festival.
the manatees and shit.
Yeah.
This might be slightly morally questionable, but I don't. But
I don't think so.
I like
think it's
it.
just putting the scales back in
You know,
order.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
After what we've done to the manatee, I think that some of us deserve it.
So what we'll do every year is we'll add up the number of manatee deaths, and we'll say, hey, you know what? A human's worth like maybe.
Plus, it'll
200
be a
manatees.
good incentive for fat women to lose weight because they won't want to be thrown to the. They don't want to be part of that lottery.
No.
Sorry, Janet, you've been chosen. Nah, babe,
You've been
no.
selected for the mating.
It's a
At
great.
least take me to Dunkin' Donuts for a last meal. No.
You know, some of them too would be like have Stockholm syndrome, and they would be like, "It is a great honor to be selected as the rape vessel for the holy manatee."
You know what?
We could put like garlands of fruits and vegetables around their neck,
I don't know
things
what-
that
I
the
mean,
manatee
dude,
likes to eat before we push them in, so they can have a snack.
I'm pissed at these fans, dude.
What are they doing now? They're not happy. I
They're
thought
just sitting there, just bitching about the episode. Like
the energy has
nonstop.
been good.
Yeah, I mean,
Feel
like
energy.
what
Dude,
do
that
you
whole
want
bit
from
about
us?
the fat bitches getting thrown to the manatees was hilarious. What do you guys want?
What are they? What's their fucking problem?
I don't know.
You guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. And I think we got a bunch of downvotes on the episode too.
Really? How many downvotes do we have?
Let me check. I think we got a bunch of downvotes.
Do we really?
A bunch?
Yeah, we got like 411 downvotes.
411 downvotes?
Yeah, what do we? I mean, like, what the fuck is going on here?
What is going on, man?
For the episode that you've requested, fucking since we began the show,
Dude, that's
like,
just
what
crazy.
more can we possibly give to you, you fucking faggots?
We're covering the manatee.
Man, I'm just so disheartened by this.
You know what? We're never doing an episode for you guys again. We're never going out of our way. Let's give the fans a nice special treat. Let's give them something they want. You know what? If that's how you fucking react, we give you something you want, then fuck you.
You know what, TJ? Normally,
Damn, TJ, you're fucking losing your cool, dude.
normally I would agree with you, but in these situations, I've noticed that I tend to blame others. And you know what? If the fans are not liking this, it's because we have failed to make them an entertaining show. We have to fucking ramp this shit up, TJ. We can't blame them. We can't blame them. This is on us. We do this show, not them. Okay? If they're feeling like this show
What
is
have we done
subpar,
wrong? What have we done wrong?
I don't know, TJ, but what can we do? Wallow in our fucking grief? Yell at them, lash out at them like they're at fault? No, we need to turn that critical eye inward and find our souls and find out why this show sucks.
Paul, I completely agree, and I said he'd blame TJ.
I put my look at him. He's eating wings. He hasn't taken this seriously, and that's why the fans
Yeah.
have revolted against us. That's why we have 400. I bet we have even more downvotes now because you continue
said,
stuffing
"Fuck
your
you,
face.
TJ. You told them to go fuck themselves.
You told them to
TJ.
go fuck themselves. I mean, how do we expect them to react to us, TJ, if we treat them like dog shit?
All right, you know what, guys?
What?
Listen. All kayfabe aside, I know what people are really here for.
What are you talking about?
Let's just drop the act. All right. I mean, we've done enough. We've done enough.
What act?
It's a real
What
episode,
people are really
TJ.
here to listen to us talk about. I think that we've been a bit deceitful about the subject. We led people astray. I know what people really want to talk about, guys. They want to talk about Bret,
Whoa, what?
the Hitman Hart.
What?
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. A Canadian-American retired professional wrestler, retired amateur wrestler, writer, and actor. A member of the Hart wrestling family and a second-generation wrestler. Has an amateur wrestling background, wrestling at the Ernest Manning High School and Mount Royal College. A major international draw within professional wrestling who has been credited with changing the perception of mainstream North American professional wrestling in the early 1990s by bringing technical in-ring performance to the fore.
TJ?
Hart is widely
TJ,
regarded.
Hold
Yes,
on.
what's up? What's up?
What does this have to do with the manatee? What does this Bret guy have to do with the man? What? People didn't ask us for Bret the Hitman Hart. They asked us to DFF the fucking manatee. Why are we off topic all of a sudden?
I think this is what they want.
What do you mean what they want?
I don't know.
Have they been asking
No one
for
has said-
Bret?
TJ, no one has said they wanted this episode, TJ. Like, no one has said they wanted a Bret Hart episode.
I've never once heard a single fan go like, do a Bret the Hitman Hart episode. So I don't know where
Literally
you're getting
never.
this. It's like a wild flailing attempt to meet their demands.
All right.
I mean, do you remember what they say, right? We're doing ideologies. You're on your fucking Twitter in the morning and you get up and you look at it.
When are you gonna
DFF
talk
the
about the
manatee.
manatee? When are you gonna
DFF the
talk about the
manatee.
manatee?
DFF the manatee.
Come on, the manatee. You're right.
We got to get back on topic.
All right. I'm sorry. I just, let's watch some more manatee. We got a ton of manatee videos.
We got some crazy ones.
Let's take a look at some
If
of
there's
them.
downvotes, they're obviously not happy with our coverage of the manatee.
You know what I'm thinking? I think I figured this out.
What is it?
It's one of those vocal minority situations.
You think so?
Yeah. A lot of individuals out there, they kept coming to us and they wanted the manatee. Give us the manatee, give us the manatee, but it's vocal minority.
How do you know that those individuals are the vocal minority in this situation, though?
Because they made it seem like there was massive support among the
You're just
community
going to
for
sit
it.
there, TJ, and say this is a vocal minority. You're just going to sit right there in your seat.
Well, yeah, obviously it is, because a lot of people are not happy that we're doing this episode. So obviously it was a fringe of the fan community that wanted the manatee episode.
So it's just a few bad individuals.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're saying.
A few bad individuals put us in this shitty situation.
Well, let's not let a few bad individuals spoil the bunch. Let's soldier forward and do the best episode we can, okay?
All right, fair enough. We got some manatee videos for you. It's going to be good stuff. This is a Geico commercial. This shows the advertising potential of manatees.
Which is huge.
Manatees, a.k.a. the sea cow. Oh, there's one.
Did someone say tacos?
That manatee wants a taco. Damn. They got some cool shirts.
Manatees in novelty tees? Surprising.
What's come at me, bro?
It's something you say to a friend.
What's not surprising? How much money Matt saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. To see more surprising Geico videos in their
You know what,
natural
dude?
habitat,
I applaud
click the
Geico
subscribe
for
button.
putting a positive face on the manatee and humanizing the manatee, which is what really needs to happen. I might
was
switch to
stupid.
Geico. I might switch to Geico because of this ad.
I have Geico.
Oh, you do? Well, I'm going to join Geico then because of this ad.
As you should, Paul. As you should.
I usually don't react well to ads, but that one was awesome.
I mean, usually ads are just crass pieces of shit trying to get you to buy a product. But you could tell,
They care about the manatee.
yeah, there's like a genuine love of the manatees
Manatee
here.
and a novelty tee.
Yep.
Yeah. So this next one is, remember that woman that rode the manatee?
Yes.
This is all about her.
Okay, cool.
By the way, she totally just looks like a dude wearing a bikini top. Does she not?
Yes.
Yeah.
This woman is charged with riding a manatee. Why her family believes authorities went too far. Good evening. I'm Jameson Ewell. Brendan is off tonight.
And good evening, I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. The family of a St. Pete woman says they cannot understand why deputies arrested her, especially at her work. Ana Gutierrez admitted she did not know that touching manatees in Florida is illegal. Still, as our Serena...
Well, it is, bitch. Well, it is.
Ignorance of the law does not justify breaking a law.
Well, you could say that about anything. Oh, I didn't know that stealing was...
I didn't know having fucking 18 fucking pounds of cocaine was wrong, officer. I never read the law.
I never read that law. Wow, dude, we have our highest viewed show ever right now.
Really?
So you know what? Apparently, the
weird-
manatee is a good way to get people to come to the show.
What a weird imbalance.
It's a divisive but powerful show.
Huh.
Divisive
I like the
but
angle about this.
powerful.
The family is upset over the arrest.
Fuck that family. They should be upset about their dumbass fucking relative possibly hurting an endangered species with her stupid-ass drunken vacation bullshit.
Yeah, what right does she have to jump on the fucking animal? It doesn't want to
None.
be ridden by her. So it
You
is,
never go to an animal in the wild.
There's evidence of her criminal actions, and she should be arrested. I'm sure the penalty is not going to be severe. It's probably mainly going to be a fine.
I don't think I'm extrapolating too much about the manatee's psychology by saying that the manatee did not want to be ridden by this big, lumpy bitch.
Authorities say they had no choice but to charge her.
They don't.
Family members of Ana Gutierrez say the 53-year-old is so distraught and embarrassed she doesn't want to come home. This weekend, during her shift as a cleaning lady at a St. Petersburg Sears, a Pinellas Patrol deputy walked in to arrest her. Sheriff Bob Galtieri says it was by the book, and the deputy just did his job.
Deputy?
The deputy.
The deputy.
And the deputy just did his job.
But I did not shoot the deputy.
I did not shoot the deputy. Ooh,
I shot the sheriff, but I did not ride the manatee.
This happens all the time, and whether it's misdemeanors for driving with suspended driver's licenses or misdemeanor batteries, or in this case, the manatee violation.
The manatee violation, dude. It sounds like the Bourne ultimatum.
Dude, I would love to see a death metal album, dude. The manatee violation.
The manatee violation.
Yep.
I
mean, yeah.
Manatee.
You get arrested at work a lot because it's a place that they know you're
going to be there, so, you know.
So
there's a lot of misdemeanor warrants out there, so they are served.
She's not the only one.
The Gutierrez, who only speaks Spanish, say Gutierrez turned herself into authorities back in October.
Fucking illegal immigrants are coming over. They come over here, they take our jobs, and they ride our manatees.
Yeah.
When does it end? When does it stop?
Get off our manatees.
After someone upset over seeing her riding a manatee contacted the sheriff's office, and this photo was released to the media. They question if authorities went too far, since it's only a misdemeanor.
He didn't arrest her inside the store. He didn't handcuff her inside the store. He was very low-key. He just asked her to step outside.
Gutierrez's family says they are from Cuba. She recently moved here and is used to an environment of close contact with animals. She had no...
Yeah, well... You ain't in Cuba no more, bitch. Welcome to the USA.
Yeah. Needs to learn to read the sign before getting in the water.
Around here in the USA, we don't walk up to animals and start poking them and prodding them and shit.
Or laying on top of them.
I'm going to ride you. Wow, what a moment for me.
By federal laws. Well,
idea she was breaking the law. Still, Florida Fish and Wildlife Officer Beryl Martin says that's no excuse.
Unfortunately, ignorance is not an exception for the law.
Both Gualtieri and Martin say they have never seen anyone prosecuted under this rarely used law.
Yeah, because most people have the goddamn common sense to not go ride the fucking manatee.
There's proof she did it. It's against the law, and the law, I would say, makes sense.
Yep.
So,
they're an endangered animal, and we shouldn't be fucking with them.
It's not some unjust law where it's like, why is this a law? Like, these animals are endangered. They don't need to be harassed by people.
The Florida Manatee Sanctuary Act, but they say that's because it's difficult to catch the culprits. These photos make a clear-cut case.
I think that this is a unique...
All right, so this bitch is stupid.
Her family's
manatee
stupid.
attack! A manatee tries to bite off my hand.
Oh my God, this is a vicious animal sometimes. Look at
Oh my God, he's evil.
Look at it. Look at how...
turning his body.
Dun-it.
Aggressive.
Dun-it.
Dude, he's got like a barnacle in his nose.
Yeah, he does.
Or like a booger or something.
It's a big manatee
He's got a
booger.
fucking permanent booger, dude. Look,
Yeah.
he's slowly
Look at this
paddling
vicious
that
beast.
way.
Oh my God! Ah! Can we show this on YouTube?
It might be too graphic, dude. I don't know.
Too hot for YouTube, TJ.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. I can't... Oh, the
Turn
humanity.
away. Turn away. I'll let you know when it's okay to look
The
again.
humanity, TJ. The humanity.
Don't. No, Paul. Just maintain your innocence. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, tripping it off. Oh, he's ripping his
my
fingers
God.
off.
His fingers. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, he got it back. All right, he's fine.
Oh, why doesn't he pull his hand away?
No. Sir, pull your hand away. Sir, what are you doing?
Oh, there it is. He's gonna lose a finger now.
Oh God.
Still fine. Any minute now. Though.
Oh, okay.
Any
Turns out
second.
manatees don't bite your fingers off. They're just sweet little animals that we should probably take care of because there's not many of them left. Aw. Look at that manatee. I'd let him nibble something else. That looks like it's...
Yeah, dude, you should probably put your dick up in its mouth and shit. Be like, yeah, manatee.
Just float on my back underwater, you know, with my dick sticking straight up.
This manatee is going to sexity me.
Yeah.
Save the manatee.
That looks like it
dude.
feels pretty goddamn
Hi,
good.
I'm Jimmy Buffett. You know, during your lifetime,
we
it is
need some
expected
Jimmy
that over a
Buffett
million
advice.
species of plants and animals will become extinct. Like
That
many
sucks.
of you, I love marine mammals, especially the manatee. It's a large, gentle animal native to Florida. Speeding boats and loss of habitat are responsible for many manatee deaths. Without strong public support, manatees will become extinct.
Well, you got my support, Jimmy Buffett.
I'm there with you,
I mean, I like your music, but I like your message.
I'm willing to go down to Margaritaville and help fucking save the manatee.
Wasting away again and saved a manatee.
Let's do what we can to keep this from happening.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
help.
You
Contact
goddamn
Save
right.
the Manatee Club at 1-800-432.
I'm joining this
JOIN.
fucking club.
Let's join it now.
Everyone here, I urge you to call that number and join the Save the Manatee
Join
Club.
Jimmy Buffett's Save the Manatee Club.
If this is for the Fox Kids Club, why do they have Jimmy Buffett do it? Like, what kid gives a shit about Jimmy
kids
Buffett?
back in the day used to rock out to Jimmy Buffett, dude.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
That never happened.
That never actually happened.
Oh, this is a bitch that's just, like, terrified of a manatee. She's so stupid.
All right, and well, back here at home, a spring breaker armed with a selfie stick has a close encounter with a manatee right here in Florida.
A manatee?
Christy Post is here with the video.
One of the
that has
most
now made it
dangerous
onto
animals
YouTube.
in the
Yes,
waters
this
surrounding
video
South
is pretty
Florida.
dramatic. A girl screaming.
It's not dramatic.
You know what, dude? Pause it. We've heard some different... Like, I hate to bring it up again, but we've heard like 4 different pronunciations
manatee.
of manatee.
She said manatee.
Manatee.
So the lady just now said manatee, or manatee. The lady that introduced it said manatee. And the dude that was the wildlife and game expert from the last video we watched said manatee.
I actually think it's pronounced Manatee.
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 Oh, the manatee.
Manatee.
Yeah.
Manatee.
How you say the
that
manatee?
manatees, they're very gentle creatures. Well, in the
Oh,
video,
no.
Nope.
you can
Not
hear
in
the
this
swimmer
instance.
Oh, shit, dude. Look at
screaming
this
and
brutal
shouting
attack.
while filming the manatee floating by. She also mentions she's going to touch it.
Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Look at that! Look at it! I'm gonna touch it! I'm gonna
Don't. It's against the
Don't
law.
touch it. Don't touch it.
A second camera
Don't
caught
break
another
the
angle
law.
of the encounter. Her friends laughing on a boat while the girl freaks out. Well, it's important to mention
It's just a
that
fucking manatee,
under the
bitch.
Endangered Species Act, it is illegal to annoy, harass, or disturb any manatee.
Oh, then she needs to go
And I
right.
reached
Yeah, it
out
seems
to
like it
her
was the other
directly
way.
to prison
Yeah.
for life.
about
It was the other way around in this
wanting to
instance,
touch
it
the
seems.
manatee, since that's not allowed. I haven't heard back yet.
All right, Christy, thank you.
I don't think that like this is different than jumping on its back. She was clearly scared to death of it.
Yeah.
And it was close enough to her that it, you know, whatever. If she touched it, it's.
Oh, she definitely annoyed that manatee, though.
It looked like it was the other way around. She was scared, like.
She
I think I
annoyed
pulled
me.
the whole video of
really?
this.
I don't think I pulled it because I thought we already had it in this.
Wonderful, TJ.
But whatever.
Good
God
job.
damn it, TJ.
But you know what I do have? I do have a manatee confronting an alligator.
Whoa.
Damn, dude.
It's well shot, too. I'm going to maybe just skip to that part because I don't know how copyrighted this
The
might be.
Manigator.
So you see, there's more than 6 of them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
chilling
they're
right now.
Yeah, so he's going to go
Damn,
investigate
I'm gonna eat
this,
this shit.
He's eating some
gator.
leaves and shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh shit!
Oh no, dude, that motherfucker's coming down. He's like, what's this?
Look at him. Look at that manatee. He doesn't care. It's like, what up, bitch?
They're just like
What's up?
investigating him, like, what's up, gator?
It's like, what do you want to do something? You want to do something, gator? What are you doing in these waters? These are manatee waters, bitch.
They're just sniffing at him, like, hey, gator, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Gator ain't doing shit, dude. He's just
Gator
like,
don't want a piece. You don't want none of this. Look at him. Look at him. He knows.
Hey, he's like, I'm just gonna move
He's
away.
like, all right, guys. All right.
Come on,
Gator's
dude,
just
I'll
kind of
leave.
like, fuck this, I'm good.
All right, fine. I'll find somewhere else to lay.
I'm
you
guessing
assholes.
a manatee can fuck a gator up, dude, because otherwise
So-
they would eat their ass.
I mean,
guarantee
the
you.
gator's just kind of like, you don't want no piece of that.
You don't want it.
It's like the
so
hippo.
either manatees taste terrible, or they could fuck a gator up, or they just have a mutual respect for one another.
Well, it's like the hippos and the crocodiles, dude. Like, they kind of... I mean, sometimes they get eaten, of course. I'm sure that plenty of alligators eat dead manatees, or if there's a...
I did read that one of the only other things other than humans that are killing manatees is predation on calves by crocodiles.
Yeah, that would make sense.
All right, so basically they're like, all right, the big manatees, we're not fucking with them, but we'll eat their babies.
Oh, yeah, as is with most.
I don't know if I'll show this whole video, but I think that it's worth a look because it's kind of nuts.
I'm the manatee, bitch! I'm the manatee! I'm the manatee, bitch! I'm the manatee! Manatee, bitch! I'm the manatee!
You know what, dude? How can people say that the manatee is not an intelligent animal when here's one that's written a song?
I'm the manatee, bitch.
I mean, it's a primitive song.
Yeah,
but
it's
it is
not
a
the
song.
best song I've ever heard.
It's the song of the manatee.
And you can go to rathergood.com, I guess, to find this.
If that
you know,
site even still exists.
I'm actually a fan of Joel Veach, who's the guy that does the Rather Good stuff. He's been around the internet for a long time. He actually had those weird gerbils that
Would
sing.
you suck his dick, Paul?
I love him.
Would
He's
you
great.
suck his fucking dick,
Joel Veach.
Paul?
Yeah, check out Rather Good. It's fun.
This is a manatee attacking a kayak.
Just wants a lift, dude. He wants a ride. Give that manatee a ride.
Look at this vicious creature.
Give
This
him a ride.
unwarranted attack on this.
It's like that scene from the end of Jaws, dude.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
I don't know how the kayak is withstanding this brutal assault.
Every time there's a video that says manatee attacked something, it's always
it's always this. Yeah. I don't know. I found one where they got kind of crazy.
He's whacking it.
Did you pull the one with all the tail slapping and shit?
That's awesome.
I think he is terrified right now.
I'm pretty scared. I won't even lie to you guys.
He's probably gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do you think?
Ah! All right, that's a little too intense. You know what? I think I know a way to get these 493 thumbs down people back on our side.
How's
dude.
that?
I'm going to show them how funny manatees can be with an epic manatee fart.
Sweet.
You guys, if farts don't win them over, nothing will.
I mean, farts are perpetually...
I expect that this will change all
Farts
the
are
downvote
universal.
stuff.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah?
I can see him down there.
So there he is.
To the manatee fart.
Let's see him fart. Come on, fart, little guy.
It takes a second, TJ.
Fart,
you gotta
fart,
wait.
Fart, 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 fart,
Fart,
fart, fart, fart,
Where
fart.
is their asshole?
I don't. Probably under their tail there somewhere on the belly side is what I'm guessing.
All right.
Who knows? All right. So he's just kind of floating there, like manatees do. This is what they do, by the way.
Just mull around, hang out. The fart of the manatee.
Yeah. This guy's interested, but he's doing the right. Oh shit!
Look at that.
What's happening?
Oh damn!
Damn!
Oh
just keeps
fuck,
coming.
dude! Dude, that is a fucking fart. No, that is a
Dude,
fucking
look at him
fart.
go!
What the hell?
Damn, a manatee fart lasts forever.
Whoa, dude!
Wow.
He just farted, man.
That is amazing.
Ripped major ass.
Yeah.
I have never farted like that in my life, dude.
Wow.
I have, but only on very rare
Dude,
occasions.
I'm
dude.
like so jealous of that manatee right
What
now.
a noble
Imagine-
beast.
Imagine you could just rip a fart like that on
Oh
command,
man, it would feel
Paul.
so good.
You just be
Can
like,
you
1
imagine how
second.
good it would feel to rip that fart, man? Just. It's like a
Someone in the
half-minute
chat
long
just
fart.
said, LMAO, no wonder people pirate your shows. Yeah, because they're so good.
Yeah,
People don't
people
want to miss
can't
a
get
single
enough.
one, bitch.
They can't get enough, dude.
You
they
stupid
can't get
faggot.
enough.
How's an insult?
No wonder people pirate all your
No wonder
content.
people steal your shit. Like, all right.
No wonder people want to watch you and shit. I'm like, oh shit, man. Hold on.
All right, so here's one of manatees actually getting a little hostile.
Well, if you, I'll go get the bug spray.
Yeah, these people don't even know the
I'll
manatees
go
are
get
around.
the bug spray.
Go up to the where was it? I can go to the CVS.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Isn't there a CVS up the road?
The CVS has the bug spray.
I'll get the DEET and spray it all over myself so I don't get bug bites.
This
Comedy
dude,
gold,
they're
TJ.
filming here is in like a paddle boat.
Apparently this guy wants me to retire. Give me some retirement money.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck, dude. Those manatees are not.
Oh, shit. There's a bunch of them, too.
They're like, they don't like that dude in his little paddle boat, dude.
They're warning him, dude, clearly.
They're like, get the fuck up out of here. We
They're
don't
like, look,
your ass.
this is not the time. Usually we're pretty docile, but right now, we're not having it. Dude, can you rewind that? Can we see that again?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Dude, those manatees were probably horny. And shit. They're probably all fucking or something.
Yeah, go back to the before it
And
happens.
this dude just rolls up in his paddle boat like, sup, manatees?
They're having like a manatee sex pile.
Yeah, watch them, dude.
He's rowing towards them. They're just like, bitch.
Damn, dude. Yeah, they're not happy.
That dude's like, oh, shit. He starts rowing the other way. Like, I don't think so.
I'm starting to see why the alligators don't fuck with the manatee.
It's a shame.
What's a shame?
I don't think those are manatees.
All right, why don't you?
That's a dumbass kid, dude.
Yeah.
That is a dumb little fucker.
What an
dude.
ominous statement, too. I don't think those were manatees, guys.
They are the fucking manatee.
Is this the beginning of a horror movie where a bunch of tentacles shoot out of the water?
I don't
One of those
think
found footage movies?
I don't think those were manatees, you guys. No, I don't.
This summer,
Hugh Manatee.
nature fights back. The Curse of the Manatee. in
Curse
theaters
of
now.
the Manatee. All right, I got one more video here. This is about that mermaid shit.
Oh, cool.
It's called the Mermaid Myth. Let's see.
From Nat Geo. Live.
By Brian Scary. I don't think he's
working
that
on a
scary.
story about manatees a few years ago. I was actually in Florida, shooting in freshwater rivers and springs like Crystal River that we see
Look at how
here.
many.
This is a place that actually attracts thousands of people every year with kayaks and snorkelers, even some divers, I guess, because the manatees
like
come
a
to
manatee
these freshwater
mating
springs in the
ground.
wintertime because the water is warmer and they need warm water to survive. This is an aerial photo that shows that aggregation of manatees and people. And, you know, getting that behavior, the interaction between people and manatees was an important part of the story that I wanted to tell because this is a big ecotourism business and these animals have learned to adapt to humans. But my most special experiences, as often is the case, happened late in the day when everyone else had left and I was just alone with the manatees. I found that they would often swim down these narrow channels into these sort of primordial springs, and I would sort of drift down there behind them and be very patient and wait until they allowed me into their world. You know, photographically, I was shooting.
He is the manatee whisperer.
He's one with the manatee.
Very, very high speeds. This is right around sunset, so there's very little
this is
ambient.
definitely the kind of individual that you want interacting with manatees. Very respectful of them, just observing and not really looking to
Not
reach
interfering,
out. Yeah.
observing.
Just observing the situation as it happens.
At light. I'm shooting at maybe 1600 or 2000 ISO, but being able to do that with digital cameras today allows you to see much more of the habitat instead of just the animal. Incidentally, as you may know, manatees were the animals that we're told inspired mermaid legends. And early explorers that came over to the New World, like Columbus, wrote in their logbooks about seeing mermaids. It's hard to believe that they ever mistaken that face for that of a mermaid.
Masculine traits.
Well, you got to remember how ugly bitches were back then, dude.
Yeah.
You got to factor that in.
I mean, Columbus had been on a boat for a while. He was really horny. This looked good.
Yeah, he'd been looking at a bunch of nasty old stinky dudes that hadn't had a bath in months.
Evidently, those boys had been on the boat a little too long.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, these experiences for me were very special. You know, being alone out there is a chance to see.
This guy's a faggot. I don't care.
know, dude.
He's a faggot, dude.
Whatever. He's treating the manatees well. And he's getting the
He's
word
showing
out
them
like
the
we did
respect
tonight.
they
You know,
deserve.
despite the fact that some people seem to not like the show tonight, for whatever
Well,
their
you know what?
reasons. We have done a good thing tonight,
I
gentlemen.
think that, you know, you can't impeach this show. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably the finest show we've ever done.
I think it was.
We rose to the
Comprehensively
occasion.
researched.
We did the research. We got some great videos. We learned a lot about manatees.
I did.
I mean, I feel like I learned a lot about the manatee. I just want to play one last video as kind of like an outro.
Okay.
But do you guys have anything you want to say to the audience before I play it?
Save the manatee.
Save the manatees. Be careful in their habitats. Don't ride them. Don't touch them. Take care of them because they're a special species.
They're so special. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute our mics,
Okay.
and then I'm going to show the final video of the night. All right, I just posted the thumbnail for tonight's episode. Manatee 666 is the first person to comment. He says the manatee sucks. Hi, manatees or the manatee? This has to be a very late April Fool's or misleading title. Historic, finally. Wow. It's the animal, guarantee it. See, you should have listened to this guy. He knew what he was talking about. This is a joke, right? Right. Agreed. I was thinking earlier about how Paul repeatedly said they won't do a manatee special. Hell yeah, I'm excited for this. Is this Bret or an actual manatee? If it's not about a particular individual, I will dislike it. It's the manatee. Oh, my God. It's Bret. You got to be kidding me. It's Bret. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. The manatee situation is back. I'm making mac and cheese tonight, baby. Finally. Holy mac and cheese situation, fat man. Wow. The number of people who actually think this was going to be about Bret. Oh, man. Poor bastards. You got to fuck with the audience every now and then, folks. You got to fuck with the audience every now and then.